Hey Raccoon, hey Raz. Is it the 13th today? Yeah, it is. I did not realize that. Hey, what's up, Iceman? Hey, Henry. Doing alright. Just working. Kind of a quiet week, which is good. Guess the fall weather is starting to kick in now, though. Hey, Scott. Oh, Raccoon, I saw, whatchamacallit, I watched, Umbrella Academy. That's the last season. I should have never watched it. I think it kind of ruined the rest of the series for me. I wasn't too fan of the last season. I don't like what they did with number 5. That whole, like, little love triangle thing. I liked him better when he was just kind of like doing his own thing and he was a badass. Hey Kilo, thanks man. Yeah, this one's coming out pretty good so far. I'm gonna do the outfit today. Yeah, that whole last season Umbrella Academy was just, I don't know, it was just so bad. I wasn't like, I kept on thinking, you know what it was? Is I kept on thinking like number 5 was going to do something crazy and he was going to like save the day or he was going to change up the whole timeline and, you know, do something really cool or sacrifice himself or whatever, and it was just boring. And I think the other characters were just, I don't know. Like the what's her name? Paige? Or he, or wherever he is, that character was just bad. The one guy that's always drunk and on drugs, he was just annoying this season. And then when he took the other guy and they made him like a fat husband, that was kind of stupid. I don't know, I just didn't like it. I should have, if I'd known it was going to be this bad, I should have just never watched it. And just kind of keep it the way it was and remember it the better way, but whatever. I think also the bad thing about it is they did the whole multiverse thing. It's like everyone now is doing the multiverse. And it's like, it's kind of getting annoying. Like, I like multiverse stuff in comic books and, you know, it's really good. But when you turn every series and every TV show into a multiverse, I get kind of, it's like, okay, it's a little bit overdone now. Yeah, see, I like that with the number 5. That was kind of cool. That, you know, there was all these variations of him and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool, but they just, I don't know, they just kind of, I think they felt like they destroyed the character. You know? Hey, what's up, Sal? Doomsday, that one, we're still talking about it because I don't know about shipping wise. That one might be a little bit risky to get all the way out to me, but we'll see. I always fear these large statues being sent to me, risking with damages. Yeah, that's why I didn't like number 5. He fell in love with her, like he was stuck there with her, you know? Like, the way I envision number 5 is he would have found a way out, even if it was a different, like, world timeline, not stuck in the where they were. So, I don't know. Alright, Sal, yeah, I'll see what he says when he gets back to me. But like I said, these large items are very, very risky. Yeah, when he was in the grave, I was expecting like a different power set to come out of him. You know, like everyone else's powers were different. You know, or they were getting these more powers and stuff. I thought maybe he would have gotten like a different type of a power where he could control the undead or something. You know, I was thinking maybe something like that would happen where, because you know, like when they said, you know, the two girls were like, oh, he's an adult, he has to get himself out of these situations. I thought maybe it would be kind of cool for his power to like bring back the dead and actually get to have them dig him out of the grave. But when the dog came into the thing, I was like, ah, I was like, all right, whatever. You know, it's kind of like I think it was just a missed opportunity. But I think, you know, yeah, throwing the mother in there, and she's the one who did all this, and I don't know. It just, like you said, it seemed rushed. And the whole story with Ben and the girl, that was just weird. But whatever. I'll try to block this season out of my mind. And if I ever go back and rewatch it, I could just watch number 5 be a badass. Like, I would have been okay if, like, number 5 went back and he sort of fixed everything, but he was still around, but none of them remembered him because he wasn't part of the family. Like something like that would have been kind of cool, you know, where he's destined to be alone, but he still saved the day. Kilo, it varies from project to project. I really don't have a base price. I just have people send me items, and then I base it off how much work's involved. You know, what you're looking to do, if there's any customization. So there's really no set price. It's always case by case. Yeah, they probably just got some funding for the new season and it ran out, or they said you're canceled and they just said screw it, let's just make something, get it out the door and over and done with. It's pretty sad though. They could have done a lot better, but if you could take the whole series and just cut out all the scenes with number 5, and I think the series would be great. Some of the other characters I could do without. So no, I haven't. The best thing I could say is go to my contact page on my website and shoot me an email, and then I'll reply back and you can send me pictures. But I'll just be honest with you right now, I'm still backlogged from my family emergency, so I'm not really taking on anything new until I get caught up. If I can get really back on track where I'm getting stuff out the door and I'm bringing new stuff in, then I can probably start getting some new projects going. But I got too much sitting here. But I mean, I'll definitely talk to you about it. I just can't promise a time or when I would do it. That's the only issue. I don't mind brainstorming with people on a project, give them an idea. Because I've done that with a couple people that are just kind of, we brainstorm the whole project, it's all set up. It's just that I'm not ready to take on their projects yet, so they're just patiently waiting. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I don't plan on going anywhere. If I do, it's 6 feet in the grave, but that's about it. Yeah, once you send me the email and reply, then you'll be able to send pictures. You can't really send pictures through that email until I reply to you. But I'll get back. Usually I sit down on Sundays. That's when I answer emails. So if you sent in a message on like Monday, you gotta wait until Sunday. That's kind of like my day to do editing, emailing, bills, all that kind of stuff. And if for some odd reason I don't get back to you, it's either because I either lost the email or I just haven't had a chance to. So you can always try again and bug me. Sometimes people who bug me are the ones who get on the list, because other people ask me stuff and then I never hear from them again. So things get shifted around. So we'll see. Let's get this wrapped up. Let's get this other camera set up. Hey, what's up, Jose? Gonna work on the green now. Everything should be masked off pretty well. Alright, we're going to use green and then we're going to use mahogany as a shading. I want to make it look leather, but we got to give it a base coat of green first. I think I might do some texture here and there, sort of give it a little bit of a leather look, sort of like the artwork in a way. She's got yellow underwear. I already did that, but the boots is last. Well, no, it's the outfit first, then the boots, and the hair is last. Well, I also have to do the mask too, so don't worry. We'll get to the yellow. You just relax with your yellow. You keep this up, and I'm gonna make your century pink. I will do it. Let's get a vote in chat. Should we paint Jose's century in pink? Just for spite. Uh-oh, I think you're getting a pink statue. No, this was the Jean Grey. Well, it wasn't, it was the Phoenix. I wanted to paint her up this week, try to get her up for sale, but I just ran out of time. Okay, sounds good. I'll add it to the emails I need to respond to. Hey Vigilante, how's it going? Alright, let's get this dried up a bit. Hey Terrell. Things are going well. Just working. Alright, so instead of doing just like a dark green or like a blackwooded green, I have the mahogany. Need a newer bottle though. Where did I put the new bottle? Is this it? Yeah. So this is like a brownish red. So if you mix the brownish red with the green, you'll get a darker green, but it won't be just like putting black on it. You could do purples if you want, depending on the look. But, so I just like to take my original green and some of this color and get a darker green this way. This will hopefully make it a little bit more leather looking. Alright. I'm gonna save some of this color. I'm gonna put it in my container here. So you can see the mahogany on the green. I don't know how well you can see it in the camera. It's not like pure black shading green. It's a little bit more of like a reddish tint to it. So usually I like that better on green than just like trying to mix like a blue or dark brown or black into it. And if you want to know the color of base green, it's a Citadel Warpstone Glow. It's a really nice green. I like it a lot. So I'm going to start doing some texture on it, see if we can kind of get a little bit more weathering, and then give it like a satin finish so it'll have sort of like a shiny but not glossy look. Yeah, I want to try and make it leather looking. Like, you know how this picture of her outfit, you could tell this is more like a leathery picture. Hold on, I got a million pictures I set up for this stream. I gotta lock them. Hold on. Let's get all these locked up. So this has more of like a leather look. Of course, I can't really force white onto it like the reflection on there. If I did, then it would look a little weird. You could throw a little bit of yellows in there, but I really don't want to go like... The outfit looks good there. It's got a little bit of yellowish like olive in there, but I don't want to make it look like a Hulk outfit. You know, like Incredible Hulk, how I paint him. So I want this more like sort of a... Basically just two colors. I think it'll look good. So I have the green and I have the darker green in my little thing, and I just want to sort of I don't want this perfectly smooth outfit. I want to make it like sort of leathery. Give it a little bit more of a thicker look to it, I guess. That's kind of like what I'm trying to go for. Well, didn't she have this look before Scarlet Witch, or is it kind of like the same timeline? It's probably the same era that they were doing like similar outfits across the board. But then again, if you look a lot of, I was doing a lot of artwork about this character and her mask, and everybody kind of draws it a different way. So I guess it depends on like the artist and style you want to go for. Some make it really pointy, some make it kind of float, some of them have it really curved. So I guess, like I said, it all depends on who the artist is and how they want to portray it. Side note, Raz printed out the Roger Rabbit for us. So that is going to be, it's already in the mail, I think he said. So we'll be able to get him on the base and planned out. starting to come together a little bit. It's got that older look to her, so I was trying to go for. I didn't want it too bright green. We're gonna probably have to hit some darker areas a little bit. Alright, let's hit it with some dull coat, see how it looks. Sometimes you don't even need to do a varnish. The dull coat sort of keeps a little bit of a shine, but I'm just trying to see how it melts down a bit. Gotta be careful. It's a really crappy way to display her while painting, but so far she hasn't toppled over yet. Add a little more shading to some areas that I might have missed. Hey Jacob, doing pretty good. How was your week? Just plugging away on projects, getting stuff done. That's pretty much it. How was that animated Terminator stuff? Not really a huge Terminator fan, so it might be something I watch down the line. Who knows? I think the only Terminator I liked was the one with Pops, when Schwarzenegger was Pops, because you didn't know what timeline he came from. That's kind of the one I liked, but now supposedly that's not canon anymore or something. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't know. I didn't see the last Terminator one. Um, with the female Terminator. Was that the one? That was the last one? Or is there another one after that? It just felt to me after that one I saw, the one with John Connor was like transformed into a robot, or he was like an Iron Man type of character with all the nano, I guess, bots or whatever. I kind of was like, I think that's the one with Pops. And I think I just kind of was like, okay, I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. I think sometimes with these franchises, you just have to learn to say, okay, we've gone as far as we can go. But when you keep on making more and more and more, I think it kind of is like, okay, it's enough. Okay, 5 was Pops. But wait, there was another one though after that, wasn't there? With another female Terminator? Oh no, wait, she was the good Terminator or something? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that, so. I gotta send this thing to my friend real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, there's too many parts for me to remember. Or even care, really. Way I look at it now is if they didn't do movies back when they made movies good, they're not going to make good ones anymore now. Not the way Hollywood is now these days. They lost the magic. I think that's looking pretty good for a leathery green outfit. Yeah, it just Hollywood just got bad over time, and they just started just not doing stuff like they used to. Alright, so as of right now it's a little shiny because of the tester's dull coat. So I'm going to use a varnish on it. I'm going to mix half satin and half matte because I figure that'll be a nice good mix for it, because I don't want it to be shiny but I don't want it to be like flat. So satin sort of has a little too much shine to it for this, what I want. So this is satin, put a little satin in, put a little matte in, kind of keep filling it in and mix it a bit. It's kind of like a little bit above matte, but not that much. It's got a nice balance. It's not flat, but it's not shiny. It's got a little bit of sort of like a leathery feel. You know how like some leather jackets over time sort of get worn a bit, but they still have sort of a shine to it. You probably could go back in with some areas and hit with the matte, have a little bit shine here, a little bit of matte there, but I think that works for this, what I'm going for. Alright, let's pull some of this masking off. Alright, couple touch-ups here and there, and I like the way it looks. Once she has her yellow gloves on, yellow mask, come together. Alright, happy I got that out of the way. Really wanted to get that outfit done. So we're going to put her aside to dry. Let's, Okay, on to Jessica's now. So this is where I need input, and we can sort of brainstorm. Alright, so while I was working on the Thor kit this week, which was still, the cape is an absolute nightmare. Have to customize it so the cape doesn't warp and bend. So that's another problem going through. But alright, so I guess we'll start with the cop, right? Okay, so this one is going to be the cop because I figure we're going to keep her with just the high heels and then probably do like stockings. Now for the other two, the nun and the Star Trek, I figured it'd be smarter to do the boots, or however we do the legs first, then attach the leg and go for it. Instead of trying to attach the leg and sculpt between here and stuff, it would be a nightmare. So I figure let's start planning this stuff out now. So let's get my window open of all my pictures. That's not them. This them? That's not them either. Alright, what did I do with all my pictures? Alright, so for the cop, we decided to do an open shirt, tied. Should we do an open shirt with a bra or without a bra? So the one that's up to the top right, this one I picked for the cop because this one, the center was a little bit better because I had to sort of clean these up as I sanded them. So I thought this one would be the better option. So if we were to give her an open shirt, let's get this camera up. The statue's a little bit taller than expected. Alright, so if we sort of follow that artwork a bit, we come underneath here like this. I'll work on the booty of her tonight. Get that, because what I did is I did attach it. I had to sort of do a little bit of a rod through there. And I kind of cleaned up this area. So this will help me figure out how to do those when I'm done. Hey, what's up, White Devil? How's it going? Yeah. Trying to get back into the groove on all these items. So you think the one with the bra showing is a little bit better? Let me unlock these. Yeah, these will be up for grabs when everything's done. Except Patreons get first dibs. If not, they'll just end up on eBay. Now we just gotta follow like elements of the both items, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. If we do a bra, how do I do it? See, if you look at the Kappa one to the right, there's really no like part underneath here that's holding the bra there. So I'm not really sure. But I mean, I can use like a rod. You know, we can use a rod and we could put a rod here too. And then we can sort of make the knot tie up a bit. I'm trying to think on how to do this. So I mean, if we added a bra, I mean, we could just sort of draw it in now. So they have it sort of like this. Okay. If we do a bra, I got to do a little bit different. Do we do a poll? You want to do a poll in chat real quick then? Try it. I mean, see how we do those polls. Start a poll. Alright, start a poll, see what you guys vote. While the poll's going, so the idea is I will have her shirt end here and here. So this way I can actually just magnetize the arms. Make life a lot easier for painting. So that's kind of what I want to do with that. I do have the cap for the police officer. So we already have the cap done. This is the poison, you know, hat. So we'll incorporate this with the hair somehow. She's gonna do a skirt though. I'm definitely gonna do a skirt. So the idea would be we'll have the skirt sort of with a police belt, I guess. She probably has to go like a little bit above below the belly button, I'm thinking. We should definitely show the belly button, right? And then the skirt kind of... Maybe make the slit here on this one. So the skirt would be up, short skirt, of course. We'll have it go across the booty. Like so, you know. But then what I'm thinking is... It'll be a slit here. Like right there, type thing. But it would be a tight skirt, you know? sort of like that. What I'll do is I'll grab some silly putty and we'll kind of see how it would look somewhat. So it'd be like a short skirt like that, a little bit of a slit there. Not big, not a big slit, you know, not like crazy all the way up there, just a little one. And then it'll come across like this. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about for this skirt. And then, you know, we do like sort of wrinkles coming in here and stuff, or whatever. And then we'll paint stockings on her. And then in the back we'll put the line in the stocking going down. With the stockings we could do a little bit extra pearl on it to make them a little bit shinier. And then on the belt, we can give her, you know, give her a tune belt, little thing, tune belt, whatever. And then over here in like a holster, like right here with like a carrot or something, you know, something like that. I don't really think they're, I'm trying to think, so I'll have to clean up the back here a little bit more. No, I don't have any extra belts, but I need to make it look like more of a cartoon, so I don't mind sculpting the belt and putting in pouches. I don't want it to be like super highly detailed. I want to keep her more of that animated look. So I don't mind putting a belt around her and sculpting like maybe a little pouch, or, you know, or figure out some other elements we can add to it. But I definitely want to give her like a carrot, but I'm thinking maybe with her, she doesn't have to hold a carrot. If we put a holster here with a carrot in it, it could work. And then if trying to think. So she, because this one's gonna have Roger Rabbit on the base. If she has her hands on her hips, do you guys think maybe for this one have her head looking down at Roger? Then again, I don't know how she can see above her chest, but maybe I need to get her into the base first with Roger to see if that's a plan. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work. Just an idea for that one. Maybe that might not work. Maybe if she was bent over more, looking at him, it would be better. I don't know. We'll have to see. Having a hat on her. Gotta sculpt out some of this hat. We'll close the poll in a few. You think we should do the hair sort of the way the picture is on the left? Or have the head tilt a little bit with the hair covering that eye? I gotta really sculpt out this hat. Hopefully it's it works. Gotta cover one eye, so alright, we'll figure that out. Walkie-talkie on the shoulder? I don't know. It all depends on how much room I have with the chest. It's a big chest, so we add more stuff onto it, it's gonna be a little tricky. When I was sanding these down this week, I had a little extra aves. What happened was underneath these sides of the chest, on each of these sculpts, was very like off. So what I did is I put a little extra aves on each side and I fixed them because it looked really like weird and off. So I kind of cleaned those up a little bit more. All right, let's end the poll. How many votes are we at here? Let's see. I ended it. Where the hell did it go? It was no, right? They don't leave the polls up after it ends? What happened? What the hell? There it is. 11 votes voted no. Alright, so no bra. No bra. Alright. Yeah, for some reason it took a while to pop up in chat. Alright, so if there's no bra, I have to do this where no parts are showing. So what I'll do is, like I've done with the other statues, I'll chop this out going here. I'll chop it out this way and I'll chop it out that way. And then what we'll do is we'll lay down the shirt and then after that I'll build this area back out again so it'll look like it's squeezing. So we're gonna at least make it very squeezing the chest as much as possible. So it won't be perfectly round looking here. We'll have it sort of like indentation, so it'll look like it's really tight. And then what we'll do is we'll go with a metal rod, and we'll put a metal rod here, sort of, and I'll sort of kind of bring up the shirt and tighten it somehow. I'll figure that. I gotta figure that one out. And then we'll add the knot though. We'll put the knot going down. Let me look at this picture. I gotta get it bigger on my screen. Alright, it's gotta come in more. Just a little too far out. So probably more. You think I should go further down like the other, the one on the right, or keep it up higher without the one on the left? We could do an open collar. We could do a closed collar. I like the open collar better. What do you guys think? Do the open collar? You guys think lower down? I mean, I'm good either way. I just don't want it to go too far toward nipple range. I don't want to. I would like to actually finish this on stream and not get kicked off. I mean, of course, when I go to Dremel this, I'll probably make sure I even it out even more. But right now, I just kind of want to get some sketches. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Go from there. Sorry to hear that, Scott. Well, so that's kind of what we're sketching out now. What I want to do is, I figure what we'll do is, we'll add pockets too, right? Because she had those pockets, so we can add pockets on there. You know, and then if you guys want, we can put a star or a badge thing here, right? Little badge thing there. The only thing is, I don't think we could put one here on her shoulder, only because when I do the sleeves and I do the piece removable, I think it'll... I'm not taking the sleeves down to her bicep. I want to keep them up higher. Just so it's just easier for me to deal with the arm. I don't want to go too crazy with that. But I think adding pockets like this and then maybe some kind of a sheriff's badge type thing would work fine. So what do you guys think? Closed collar like in the artwork or open collar? Oh, she does have a walkie-talkie. We'll have to see. Open? Alright, so open collar, not closed. That's fine. So that's going to require some metal rods to make it look tight. Which is fine. We'll keep sketching this stuff down. You know, and then once we get the shirt on, we'll add the wrinkles type things. You know, some basic wrinkles and some basic wrinkles in there, stuff like that. And then with the shirt back here, kind of close this in a bit. So we also have to figure out the hair. So we got knot open to right about there. We got the skirt. Yeah, so skirt. She'll have to have some kind of underwear on there, so I figure that'll be red. So when we paint her up, at least the underwear will be like red, just to give a throwback to her outfit. But, well, actually no, she's gonna have the stockings, so you really won't see much of the underwear. Forget about that then. Maybe if we did the bra and the underwear, we could, but since she's gonna have the stockings, we really don't need to have the color there. Alright, so as far as the cop, I mean, that's pretty much kind of where we're at, right? Just the basic starting. Like once we get the shirt going, we get the skirt going, and we start working on the belt, and we can add those other extra elements type thing. As far as our hands, we can either keep it bare or give her gloves. Well, like that, the point of these projects is to kind of get Chad involved and the Patreons involved to see what, kind of what we come up with a census. My side projects is my stuff that I do like the way I want to do them, but this is kind of just getting feedback. Well, I was thinking, what if we give her gloves, but we give her white gloves, right? So if her top is going to be a blue top, and then her skirt's going to be like a darker blue, like in the outfit, the picture to the left, why don't we give her white gloves, right? We could give her a white cap too, sort of like a meter maid type look. I don't know. I mean, we can play with the colors. It doesn't always have to be blue. A single red glove, that's fine. We could kind of play with the idea once we get to that point. I'm just thinking of like meter maids, because I know like a lot. What is it? The New York meter maids. I think they have white gloves if I remember. Well, this one's gonna have Roger, but he's gonna be in a prison outfit. So either she doesn't have any gloves at all, or we'll figure it out. I don't know. You think yellow might just stand out too much on the item? Because if you have her, and then we have Roger, because like I said, this is the only one that's going to have Roger on the base. He's going to be in the black and white stripe outfit. He's going to be holding up a gun, because Raz actually printed out a gun that sort of fits in his hand. And we're going to put a money bag with him. So we'll kind of figure that out. See you later, White Devil. Alright, we'll have to kind of debate on the gloves as we progress. We don't have to do that right away. I just wanted to get the basic idea of the cop down. So I think I got a good starting point. I'm going to work on her butt, but let's work on the other two Jessicas now. Let's kind of plan those out. And then this way it gives me an idea when I'm in the garage. I can kind of figure out what I need to chop up and what I don't need to chop up. So I got a good starting point for the cop. So we'll come back to the cop in a few minutes to sculpt out the booty. And then we'll add extra elements as we go. Sound like a plan? So the next one is, let's talk about the Star Trek. And then the nun is last, because the nun, we really got to figure out what we're going to do with the nun. Right, so this one will be Star Trek, right? So let's see. The nun, let's see which one I think is better for chest wise. Whichever chest is better. If the nun has more cleavage and stuff, this one's better. Alright. So, double lines is going to be Star Trek. Alright. Now, for Star Trek. Her boots go up to about her calf muscle, right? So is that where we're going to put these boots? Now, I didn't look at the videos that Raz sent me. Is her boots like just basic boots, or are they like tied, or should we just give her like basic black boots, like anime looking boots? Because from the picture there, it's sort of like right about here, right? Yeah, I got an idea on how to do her collar. I'm going to show you that in a second. Right now I just want to get the boots set up. So I figure she's just going to have black animated boots, right? So a zipper on the side, is that what she had? So instead of doing a zipper, just do like a line coming down. Like that, basically. Yeah, Raz sent me a video and some pictures. I just completely forgot to pull them out for the stream. But I'll definitely use them a little bit later on. So basically the zippers and the boots are like that. I gotta keep her ankles thin, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'll use Aves, and I'll wrap Aves around the top, sand it down, and then fill in this area from the ankles into the boot area, and sort of just kind of blend them in. And then afterwards, sculpt like some kind of line here, because we're not gonna go super detailed because she's supposed to be animated, so we don't want to go too crazy with that. Where is that picture? Where did that picture go? So you think shorter zipper to like the ankle? Or above the ankle? Right at the ankle point. So this is just right above the ankle, like right about there. Sort of like that. Alright, so that's where the boots should be, right? Are we good on like where the boots should be? So like I said, it's easier to do these boots first and then attach the thing. So now her skirt, right? Well, actually, you know, let's work on the chest first. So her jacket thing or her top piece is very like lopsided. So what we did is, I think we talked in the beginning, is we want to do it more Jessica look. So what we'll do is we bring this around here, like so, right? And then bring this up here. So we could kind of have it more sort of like this, right? Because we have the Raz printed out the Star Trek stuff for us, and we can put it one there, like it's actually at the clasp of it, because we want, she's got to have some kind of cleavage, right? So it's Jessica, so we gotta make her a little naughty. Is that too far down, you think, or make it more of a circle? Trying to look down how it would look in the front compared to. Yeah, that's true, Raz. I want to find a good way to make this one work. Because her top is more of a circle, but I want to give her that angle. Do you think it's too? I don't know. I gotta find a right angle for this. Not. It may look okay from up top, but in front it looks a little weird. I think we need to pull out some silly putty to see how this works. So if I was to do it this way, we took a chunk of A's. Grab one of these. And then say we put it right there, or something like that. What do you think of something like that? Is that too weird looking or what? Yeah, I know the collar. I'm gonna have to like sort of sculpt the collar up. But it's a weird angle. Should we just do like a basic, it's upside down, whatever. Like, we'll get that stuff right. Alright, so maybe not do it at an angle. Maybe we'll just do a basic boob window for her. You guys are too technical on me. We're just sketching right now. Yeah, I think this one here I sort of had to sand that down still. Yeah, I think we should just do a regular boob window for her, because I don't think doing it at an angle is going to work right at all. Unless I was going to do it like a loose top like she has it. Hey Mimi, this is Jessica Rabbit 3D print from is it ES Monster? Is that who it was, guys? ES Monster. So we're doing 3 different versions. Except I gave her a bigger chest and we're gonna rework the booties on it. Alright, so we're gonna just do a regular boob window on her. I think that'll be better. And this will be straight across. And we'll work out, I'll work all this out. Should we make it tight like it's squeezing out of the shirt though? I mean, it is Jessica, right? So, if you guys saw the retro Power Girl I did, do something like that with it. We might as well have her squeeze out of the shirt, right? And when I say squeeze out of it, it'll be a squeeze out up top, you know? Yeah, so if we have it like that and it's squeezed out of there, because I can really take down the shirt a lot too. Almost like the sort of what I did with Jean Grey. Same thing, sort of. Basically similar to this, but a little bit more extreme, you know? Sort of have it kind of pop out a little bit more from the shirt. Yeah, I mean, you know, I can't really follow the whole entire, like, we gotta make it more Jessica, so I say we squeeze it, but I will add a black piece there to give it that black collar, though, you know, and it should look fine. And then we will put the symbol correctly, otherwise Jacob would get mad. And we can put the symbol like right here. Like right there. Yeah, like right there. Sort of right there would probably be better. Unless you guys think it should be like right here, and like more, or maybe right there. We'll figure it out. But so what we'll do is we'll add the shirt. It'll go around like so. You know, and it'll be straight across, like that. Alright, so I think that's the best way to do the shirt. Her arms are going to have to be attached. But we're going to put the sleeves all the way down to, well, we'll work out the arms later. We'll definitely we'll figure out the arms later. So I think that's a good compromise for the shirt, the top. Now as far as her skirt goes, I just want to brainstorm on this. Let's see. Alright, so as far as her skirt, like we're not there yet. Do you think it should be a tight skirt? I mean, do you think we should go tight? Or do we go loose? I mean, we can use the tape. So if we went tight, we can go across the booty area. So we could do a short skirt, sort of like that, around her her booty to show the little booty in the back, and then sort of up front. She sort of has a slit here, though, right? And she also, it also seems like it also it's kind of like a line around her waist. It's actually like line here, right? And then it sort of comes down, right? So a tight mini skirt. I mean, a little bit. We don't have to go that. I mean, it'd be a little bit higher, of course. So we could do a tight skirt, but we can have it hang down a little bit. Right? So kind of looking like that, maybe. So it should be a little bit higher on the booty. So, I mean, that's fine. I don't care. It's I'm just trying to, trying to see how much of a rework on the booty I have to do, like I'm doing with the cop. So you guys are thinking maybe more. It's kind of hard with this leg just popping off every second. Once I fix the booty, it'll be better, because the way it is now, it's kind of eh. But maybe put this up here and sort of more like that. And then sort of you can see a little bit more like this up top. So I guess like that, right? So if that's the case, I'm going to have to rework all this in there and everything. Alright, so that gives me a better idea of where I need to go with it. Well, this is Jessica. We could get her in trouble. So we could do whatever we want with this, you know. So that's not a problem. Alright, so we're going to do top like this and like that. So next stream we'll work on the boots, and then I can actually work on get the body together. Alright, that's kind of a good plan. So remember all this too when I get back to working on it, guys. So when we get back, remember that this is where we're going with it. Yeah, we can do whatever we want as long as we don't get kicked off YouTube. I mean, I could still sell the stuff on eBay, but I don't want to get kicked off on YouTube for doing this, you know, getting too crazy. Alright, so next stream we'll work on the boots. We'll get her boots done. Once the boots are done, we'll start working on the top, and I'll get her body together like I did with the top. And then we'll rework the booty, and then we can start doing like the outfit. And then on all these characters, like once the outfits are getting closer to done, we'll start figuring out what to do with the hair. Because hair is always last. So we got a lot to do. It's there's going to be a lot of tweaking and twisting and all that stuff. All right, so we got a good idea for Star Trek. So next week is boots on her. Now for the nun, this is something we got to hash out. This is something where I'm kind of at a loss what we should do. I might have to write some of this down. So I got some images. Nobody posted anything on my on the Patreon, so I really don't know what you guys are thinking. I found one image on the top right. I found that image. I don't know if I posted that in the chat, but so for the nun, like, where do you guys think we should go with this? Let's see, I got one more image to post. Hold on. Let's see. Image. New. Gotta make sure I don't put a bad image up on stream. This one. Wait, didn't I have another one? Wasn't there one with Jessica was actually a nun? Did I not put that image in here? There's that one. Oh yeah, there's this one. Hold on. Let me get the other one. Well, I don't want to do the dress versions. I don't want to add a dress to her because these are just like what I found. So what I'm thinking is, do we do a corset? Do we do the image that's at the top right, which is like more of like a leotard? Do we do one at the bottom left, which is sort of like a leotard, but it's more of like a dress version? Do we do this one where it's more of a corset? Like, what are we thinking? You know, I don't know. Well, yeah, as far as the hair goes, I'm thinking it's either going to be this hair or it's going to be this hair, you know? Because we'll incorporate the hair with the hat. But I need to figure out how we're going to do the body, you know, like, because I have to figure out if we're going to do like these straps that hold the corset to the boots or the leggings. I would have to do the leggings first, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta, what are we thinking as like Do we do like straps like in the corset type thing? Do we do straps like this one over here? What are you guys thinking? This is how we got to plan this out, because like I said, if we're going to do leggings with straps, I would want to do the leggings first. You know, we would keep the heels, or we can make latex leggings, you know. So if we did this version over here, I could add wrinkles into the around here, and I can blend this into this, and this could be a whole latex type of a boot, you know. Or do we do keep her with shiny heels and do stockings? This is what we have to figure out. What do you guys think would be good? So you guys are thinking maybe corset more? This one? Hold on, I got all these. Hold on, I got all these pictures now. So, alright, let's kind of start sketching. So, if we were to do a corset, right? So, we would do... And don't forget, it's going to be tuned up. It's not going to be super detailed, so... And then this would probably be squeezing on her as well. So that would come back around here. Alright, so then if we were to do... The line would come down. It would come above the belly button, so it would be more. So if we have a point, so say we did it here, right? And we would have a line come down to the stockings, like so. I think her, the way Sideshow did her underwear too was a thong. It was more of a thong underneath. So more corset like this, and then have it. Now, since corsets are tighter, do you think I should take in the waist a bit more on this one? I mean, we'll add some little bit of wrinkles, not much, and then maybe we should have it higher. So if it comes back over here, right, back here, and then we can sort of So you think these should just be like regular stockings, or I'm trying to figure out how I would if it's going to be tight, if it's going to be loose. No, we're not. No crosses on here. It's going to be. I was thinking of giving her beads, but then sculpt a carrot on it. And you're getting a little too naughty on that sense. There's only so far I'm willing to take it without crossing that line, I guess you could say. Oh, you're black shoes with red heels? Is that what you're saying, Raccoon? Is that's the look you're thinking of? Keep all that stuff in mind for paintwork. You know? I don't mind doing something like that for it. Alright, so we're kind of like going in this direction, right? Is this kind of what we're doing? Do we want more of a rounded corset top or pointier stuff? Because I know some sort of... Alright, here we go. Do we want to go with, do we want to go corset like this, or do we want to go corset like more, you know, like Black Queen from X-Men, where it's more, it's straight across, and it's pushed up that way? Do we want to do more of a corset like that, where it's, it goes across straight, and it's pushed up there, over it, and then we sort of have like, you know, a zipper or something, or like stuff come down, where it kind of curves in? Do we want to do more of a corset like that? Or do we want to do it more of what we're seeing on screen? You know, like think of like Adam Hughes, how he draws Black Queen and White Queen, how it kind of pushes up. Or I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think might look better? So you want to go? You think more points then? Okay. All right. I'm just so we'll go more this route. Now, do we want? So if we go this route, do we want more of a rounded? Or do we want more of a point, like it's more of a Playboy Bunny points? Or does it not really matter? I mean, do we want to have the cleavage like at the bottom? Like right there at the point? Or do we want to have it more up here more. All right, let's kind of we'll do two looks on here. So this is what I have now, right? So if we have it down there like this, hold on. So that's just kind of a rough where I have it right now. So do you think that's like a good spot for it? Where it goes just right underneath where they connect? Like right there? Or do you think it should go higher? So thinking it's good the way it is. And then like what we'll do is we get the piece coming down. Okay. Alright, so the next question is, should I make it where it looks like it's cupped underneath, or do we make it where it's tight? Because like I said, this is anime, so I don't know how we can either do it where it's going tight across. We can either do it where it's going tight across here, or we could do it where it's kind of like there'll be like a piping underneath here. I guess more animated would be more piping, I guess. Cupped, so more like when I sculpt this, do like a little bit of a sculpt under there with looks like a big piping underneath of it. Not a big piping, like, you know, just a little line work, and then afterwards we can do a sort of like a line going down here like this, and then that line will come down to here, so we can add piping here, and then piping comes down to here. Like right there, maybe? Like that. And you have piping there. And then maybe what we could do is we could take this piping and bring it up underneath like this. Sort of draw it around under here. Like that. Okay, alright, so that's kind of a good plan so far. We're getting there. We're getting there how we're gonna do it. So this would come up and then we would have a line here. I mean, it's gonna get better, but, and then this one could come up here. And then we can have one that comes up here, and then one that's in the back. Alright, so we're kind of getting there now. So let's focus on the legs right now. How do we do this? Do we want to make it so it's tight? So I squeeze these muscles, you know, the muscles, like we're gonna do with the chest, and we make this tight here. And then we paint this. Do we paint this in just like stockings, like a dark silky stocking, or do we do the whole latex boot? Like, what do you guys think? Latex boot, or stockings with a leather corset, or latex corset? I don't know. What do we want to do? Because this is what I need to figure out here. Because I can't really work up here until we get this part done. Then I can attach the body, and we could kind of work that out. So her stockings would be sort of like, and then once we paint it, we'll do the black line on it. Just like the cop. Sort of the same thing. Right? And then Raccoon suggested what, like black shoes with the red heels. So if we go this route, all right, let's we need to get this mark situated. Alright, so I'll show you the Harley Quinn I'm working on. This is kind of what I'm thinking, you know. Alright, so I'm working on this Nurse Harley Quinn, but this is sort of how I did the legs on this one. So what I did is I drumbled out the area and I sort of made it look like the stockings are squeezing a bit. So we could do something like that. That's kind of what, but it would be more up there. I want to see what Raccoon is suggesting, just so I get an idea in my head. Let's see. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, so she's suggesting the shoes are all black, but underneath here, the bottom part would be red. I got you. Yeah, we could do that. But what I'll have to do is we'll have to what I'll have to do is I'll have to take this piece and blend this together, right? And then I'll have to fine tune this to make it a little bit pointier. And then this part is all red underneath. That will look good. Yeah, so I could do that. Because I needed to fix these heels anyway. So we'll blend this together. And we'll give it a point. We'll kind of bring it to a point a little bit more. Same thing on this side. So at least the nun will have a little bit pointier heels. The cop, I think the heels are good the way they are. I just gotta shape them up. And then for the Star Trek, I think they're fine. But this one, I think we'll do that. That's a good idea. Those shoes will look good, especially with a black and a white outfit with the red shoes. That'll be kind of cool. All right. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna have to do some chopping of these. So let's get these lined up exactly where we want them. What do you guys think of the alignment like that? Do that look kind of lined up okay? It's always hard when you have this muscle and this leg up and your muscle gets squeezed here. It's kind of hard to line it up where it should go. But it looks good like right about there, and your muscle sort of stretches. I guess this one's going to be really risque because the thong is going to be, it's going to be a hell of a thong on her. So once I work this whole area out, it'll work better. So we should keep her gloves then, right? So we're going to keep her gloves the way they are because this way we could give her black gloves, right? So if we give her a leather corset, you guys thinking more leather, like a brownish black satin type of leather, or do you think more shiny latex? Because whatever we do there, we could do on the gloves too. And then as far as her top goes, we give her the headgear. If that's a corset, and then So if we give her the collar piece, goes around here. That one's split, right? We'll have to figure out the collar piece. Well, we could do black with brown, like dabbing like I did with Jean Grey, but we could give it more of a shinier look. And it could give it a little bit more of a brownish. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about it when we get ready to paint. But we'll keep the gloves as is, where they're at. And then we'll give her the round headgear, right? I think the round headgear kind of goes around there. We'll kind of work that out. Of course, this piece would be flat here with the hair coming underneath of it. So I guess we could follow this hair on this one. And we could give her a little bit of a flap over that. Yeah, so we'll follow this one for the hair. And we can sculpt a little bit of a flap that goes over it. So I think that'll work. Okay. So we got some of it hashed out now, right? So extreme thong, which is fine. Corset that ends up over there. The piping, we'll work out the piping later. So my next step would be is Dremel this out area. We work on this next week as well. And then after that's done, we can attach the legs. And I could work out the booty, and then we can kind of start going from there. Maybe when I work on this, I can sort of just do a little bit of stretch marks. Nothing crazy, but just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of a good start. Kind of getting there, right? I think the hardest part probably would be the flap, because it seems all the nuns have the flap over the headgear. So yeah, we'll have to kind of follow that one. We can sort of sculpt the hair and have it come down, like, you know, underneath the piece over the eye, you know, sort of thing. Yeah, all right, that'll work. That'll work. All right, we got a good start. So now I know what to do for each stream, trying to get prepared. So we're doing good. So I guess for now, try to get this done. Roll you guys down. Alright. Alright. Let's go. Get a little sculpting done now. Be right back. I really didn't want to attach these legs just yet, but I figured with the cop I'm going to have to. But the feet seem to have lined up pretty good, so I think I could definitely get her onto the base with no issue. If I have to sort of sand down a little bit of a tip of her foot, I can, but I think it should work. I sort of got the bases almost ready to put the Jessicas on them. I just haven't quite fine-tuned them yet. Gotta try to get some other items painted up, so I'll figure out a day to kind of get them worked on a bit. Probably have Roger by next week. Raz already sent it in the mail, so maybe I'll be able to sort of start planning him out as well. I don't have any more resin to fill anything in, so I'll probably fill him in with some freeform air. Or if I have any extra A's when I'm working on stuff. Okay, let's grab some brushes here. I think I threw out the other one. This will be sort of the experiment one, because she's got a sort of a bigger booty, I guess. We should give her a bigger booty, instead, because it kind of goes in. I gotta put the AC on. It's hot in here all of a sudden. Alright, so It's like we need to fill up here too a little bit more. Seems like it's got to give her more of that bubble butt. Yeah, that's actually shaping up a little bit better. It seemed like it was coming down too far. So it seems like we need to give her a little bit more of the Jessica Rabbit booty. Well, I get into the zone, so I'm pretty sure other people are either working or just have me on mute while I'm doing it. It's hard for me to look at the screen too, you know. I think doing the booty this way is going to definitely fill her out better now. Just kind of with the chest. I think it was just, you know what it is? I think it just came down too at an angle when it should have been more of a bubble butt. Maybe we could look at it compared to like this one. I mean, it's not bad, it's just that it's not Jessica. It needs to be a little bit more out there. I just think this kind of came down to for a slope for her. I mean, it is extreme proportions, but that is her, so... Well, it's shaping up to be our Jessica, so we're going a little extreme. But that's okay. No, I'm going to redo each booty on them. It's just that I want to do the boots and shoes on the other ones first, because trying to do the stockings between legs that are attached would be a nightmare. So do the boots and stockings first, and then I'll attach them, and then I'll work out the booty on them. So like instance for her, I don't have to worry about making this like a thong or anything on her, because it's going to get stockings, so all that doesn't really matter. I just think I need to bring the crotch down a little bit, but I could do that after this cures up, because if I keep trying to put it in there now, I'll squeeze everything all over the place. So it's something I have a little ease tomorrow. I can kind of just like put it in there. And this is going to get covered up with the skirt, so it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. But we still need the basic shape to be there. You know, you don't want this to look ugly under there, because whoever gets the statue might want to have it on a high spot so they can see underneath the skirt. So you never know. Gotta be prepared for that stuff. And sometimes when I sculpt, you get like a little bit of a line in there. It's kind of hard to see it. Sometimes trying to get that line out with the eaves, you screw it up even more, so I could just put some like putty in it later, and I could kind of clean it up. Sometimes I could get it out, but most of the time I can't. It's kind of a pain. So just trying to make sure the shape is looking good everywhere, at least from the underneath part. And whenever you guys see me, like, you know, hitting the areas, it may look like it's done on screen, but it's still kind of warpy. So I'm always trying to get it as even as I possibly can, because then when you hit it with sandpaper, you don't have to worry about like over sanding an area. You can really kind of get it nice and closer to the shape. Like if you look at it from here, it looks okay now, but when you look at here, this piece is kind of like too flat. And then when you kind of look over here, this is a little too bumpy. I'm always just trying to even it out best I can. So I'm trying to pull the eaves, not squeeze it. Because if you squeeze it, you run into more issues. I know this is kind of, you know, but if you look at her booty now underneath there, that's kind of how, like, you know, the female form looks. So if you look at the way they sculpted this, that's kind of not how it works. there's always a, I guess you could call it a triangle. So, and it goes for males too, you know. Basically, even if you know, even like underwear and stuff, it always goes in like that, you know. And then it seams up in the middle. So that's kind of how it should have been here, but they just kind of sculpted this completely flat across. So that's kind of why that bothers me. Because the booty is here, the booty's there, and then the crotch goes in there, you know. So that's kind of what I'm trying to fix. And I know it's kind of I guess taboo, but that's kind of how most sculpts are. It may look weird, but that's the human anatomy, and that's the way underwear goes on you, you know. So we gotta do it right. But the booty is looking pretty good now. It's a little bit thicker. It's not going in at a slant anymore. It's kind of nice and flat across the bottom. So when we put the skirt on it, it'll look a lot better now. So one thing I learned in art school very first year, actually that's kind of funny, is my first semester of art school as a freshman, we started drawing from nude models right away. And like you got over that whole drawing from a nude person real fast. And then after I graduated from art school, I went to Keene University to take some side classes because I didn't find a job yet. And I went into the class and I took a figure drawing class, and an old high school friend of mine was there for graphic design. It took him 3 years to start drawing, which is kind of crazy. So he had to do like math, English, history, all this other crap before he could actually get into artwork, which is the dumbest college program I've ever heard in my life. If you're going for art, you want to do art right away. So my school was a 3-year college, but we started right first day, nude model right away and started doing your stuff. So it was actually a good school in that sense. My key stock, I used to order it online, but right now, I don't know if you have any Tractor Supplies near you. If you have any Tractor Supplies, they usually have metal rods in there. And that's where I've been getting my key stock, because there's actually one like 2 miles down the road from me, literally like 2 miles. They don't have any more in stock, so I asked the manager if he could order more. But if you can't get it in the store, if you go to Tractor Supply, you should be able to order it online. If not, if there's any mom and pop stores around, hardware stores, they might have it. There's another place by me, I forget the name of it, but it's more for like boat parks, because I live by the water. They used to have it, but they don't carry the stock anymore. Yeah, I would look online. Just look for 12-inch key stock. Home Depot used to carry it back in the day, but they stopped carrying it. Lowe's, I've never seen Lowe's carry it. Lowe's has the small ones. They have the little small ones. They don't have the 12-inch rods. K&S, not K&S, what's that one hardware store? K's Hardware, is that what it's called? I think they closed down all over here, but they used to carry it too. Honestly, my experience now is everything I want, none of the stores carry anymore. I have to order everything online. Like, everybody just doesn't carry stuff anymore. Every store carries the same things over and over, so it's very hard to find stuff that I need. But yeah, I would try those stores if you can. And honestly, if you do your research too, like if you find one place that has it, check other places too and find the cheapest one. Make sure they're steel, at least, or zinc plated steel, so this way they're magnetizable. And then if you find them and it's a good deal, order a bunch. You know, it's better to have like a couple extra rods than to try to get, like, I'm down to like 1 or 2 rods and I can't find any either right now. So I'm like gonna have to do an order and order a bunch. Oh yeah, I did get these paints in the mail too. So these are for the Jessica Rabbit, for the skin tone. So we'll see how these work out. I didn't open them yet, but I'll save them for when we start working on Jessica. Yeah, I try to do it on Black Friday too. Whenever they have those deals, and if I see that, I all year long, I always check sites for whatever I need, whether it's paints, airbrush parts, supplies, and I keep an eye on what they cost. And then I always think that maybe Black Friday you're gonna find a deal, and honestly, most of the time you can find better deals during the summertime or back to school or stuff like that. Because they jack up the prices and then they claim they lowered it for Black Friday. So just keep checking all the time. That's what I do. I'm almost every other week I'm always checking for supplies just to see if they're cheap. Abe's epoxy scope, I needed to order more. So I was just waiting until they sent me the email for the 10% off, which usually is just like free shipping. So I just usually wait until I get those deals in the mail. I check the site every once in a while just in case like there's a sale on certain colors that I'm like, oh my god, that's a great deal, I'll order it. It's hard now. Years ago, you'd be able to find some really good deals on Black Friday because I used to stock up on airbrush parts on Black Friday, and the past 2-3 years, Black Friday, like nobody would have sales on airbrush parts. They have sales on the actual airbrush itself, but not the parts. Yeah, I order from Spray Gunner too. I go to their site and I check it out every once in a while. I know they're on eBay too. So I don't know. It's a different world now. It really is compared to the way it used to be. I have a winter jacket I've had for 20 years. It's crazy how long it's lasted, but it's actually starting to tear on me. I went online trying to find another one just like it. They don't even have those jackets anymore, so I'm kind of waiting until the stores start carrying winter stuff. But and then I went to where did I go to? I went to the Hobby Town to get some paints. And first of all, they locked all the paints up behind glass doors now. So I guess they were having a problem with theft. And then second of all, they don't carry the certain colors that I was picking up anymore. So now I got to order those special order or order online. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. I could kind of sand that down and sand. Like I said, I got to just finish a little bit more in the crotch area. I'll do that tomorrow. I could sand this down, and then we pretty much got that going. That's pretty good. For my Invisible Woman, I found a fishbowl on eBay. I ordered, so I'm hoping that'll be good for the clear, so I can start getting the Invisible Woman going too. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, so that's pretty much the crotch area. So that's in the booty. So you can see a little bit of a difference now. It's not going upwards, and it's a little bit more of a bubble butt. It gives her that hourglass a little bit more now, sort of the way the Sideshow one had it. Yeah, they got all those new paints in at mine as well. They have Citadel's model, the Vallejo, not the Model Air, the Vallejo. Oh, that paint here. What the hell do they carry? The Vallejo. I don't even have any of those bottles. Oh well. It's the Vallejo regular color. It's not the airbrush one. Maybe it's just model color. That's it. Not Model Air. Yeah, they got all those now. But the funny thing is, they don't carry the certain colors of those that I like. So sadly, I didn't pick any of those up. But the girl was nice there, though. She says anytime I need anything, and if it's on the website, well, not the website, if it's in the catalog that they order from, she said she could do a special order. The only problem though is if I need like a mecha color, I can't just order one bottle. I have to order a 6-pack, which is a case. So I got to be a little bit picky on what I got to order from them, because they can't order just single bottles for me. Because she said that when they order a color, they have to get the case, and since they don't sell well in the store, she won't put the extra bottles on the store to sell. So I said okay. I said if I get a list together, I need to order some stuff, I'll do it. But as of now, I'm going toward more of the P3 formula, Citadels. I still get the Winsor Newton and Golden paints, and we're gonna try these out. So if these are good, I might move on to some of these. Now you guys said these are more like Jesse's Garage Kits paints. Yeah, actually they They sort of feel like Jesse's paints in a bit. They sort of dry like his. Dried pretty fast. I don't know. These might be my new go-to if they work out good for these. I didn't throw out all my garage kits. I threw out all the ones that were bad. I had a lot of the transparencies that completely just turned to gel. So those all went in the trash. I only have a couple left, but they're just like skin tones. It's like pale flesh and virgin flesh. That's all I have left. Everything else I have from Jesse is gone. Nothing's left on that. Oh, I might have the, I think I got, oh, I do have a couple bottles of the African flesh, but I don't think they're good anymore, though. Yeah, but every other color went bad on me. Like, really bad. I tried to salvage them, I shook them up, I tried to cut them up, I tried to grind them back up. I could not salvage half of those paints. They just gelled to like, it was just, they were just dead. Well, these feel like Jesse's. These, at least this one sort of dries like it. So if these actually sort of work out, I might kind of switch to these flesh tones a bit. So we'll see how these work out. They don't have a bad smell to it either. At least that one didn't. So these might work out pretty well. I'll have to, you know what I'll try to do too is these have transparencies, right? I might have to try some of these transparencies as well. I'll try to order a couple different colors by the time we're ready to paint up the Jessicas, and then we can use these and see how it works out. No, I will never use Pledge Floor Wax ever again. Ever since Pledge was bought out by, ever since it was used to be Future Floor Wax. But ever since Pledge bought them out, every time I used that Pledge Floor Wax clear stuff, it cracked my paints. It destroyed every paint up I did. I threw that shit away. I will never use that floor wax stuff again. Jacob, it all depends on what paint you use. Like, if you paint through an airbrush, stuff's just got to be like thin, like milk. Well, a little bit thicker than milk, but not too thick. So some paints dry faster, some take longer, some dry thicker, some dry thinner. It's just a whole mess of different type of stuff. So yeah, Raz, what I'll do is I'll probably go on Amazon when I get back on track with funds, and I'll order a transparency set or something, and I'll try to have a bunch of those acrylic paints ready for the Jessicas by the time we start. Yeah, see, I used to use the Future floor polish back in, like, what was it, around 2006, because all the guys in the hobby were using it. And I used it to gloss up statues, and I used it, and it friggin' cured amazing, and it was great. And then when Pledge bought them out, they changed the formula, but they said, oh, we didn't change the formula, and I sprayed a statue like I normally did, and the whole entire thing just cracked. Every paint on it, it was the Future floor wax that was on top of it, but all just cracked. So I was like, oh my god, what did I do wrong? I must have did something wrong. So I stripped the statue, I painted it again, and the Future 4 polish, well, the Pledge polish cracked all over again. I said, it's got to be that. So what I did is I did an experiment, and I painted up something else, just like a side item, and all that cracked on me. So I took that Pledge shit and I just threw it away. Alright, I'll check out the transparencies a little bit more. I'll see how they are. But yeah, I will, after learning about the mecha colors and using these Spaztec clears and also the car paint clears, I don't use that Pledge stuff anymore. I even tried mixing it with some paints, and it cracked on me there too. And I only put a little bit in. I mean, like a couple drops, and it still cracked up my paint. So I don't know if maybe when I got it, it was bad, or I don't know. But it sucked. Maybe you have better luck than me, but I had some bad luck with this stuff. Filler there, so I don't have anything to fill in at the moment. Alright, I think that's where I'm calling it for tonight. We got some good stuff going, so hopefully during the week I can get some of these prepped up for next week, and we can keep plugging away on them, and we'll just keep going. Alright, well, you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I'm gonna go enjoy the weather for a quick bike ride, call it a day.